Classic All-Star Wrestling, featuring the greatest matches in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And now, here is your host, Adam Parsons.
Welcome once again, Classic All-Star Wrestling. I'm Adam Parsons, and again, we are here at the School of Morton in Chuckey, Tennessee. A lot of great talent coming through here. You can watch them each and every week on YouTube and Facebook at 5:05 Eastern Time on Sundays. Fans, we've got a great match here, two great matches to start off this segment, and then a gigantic two-ring battle royal for your main event. Kim Duck, also known as Tiger Chung Lee in the WWF and different territories. He was also in the beginning parts of the movie Golden Child, the Eddie Murphy 1980s classic, and he takes on Dusty Woods. And you'll know Dusty Woods as being one of the Doink the Clowns in the WWF in the early 90s, who was also trained by Southwest Championship wrestler and longtime Texas journeyman Ken Johnson. Fans, after that, you'll get to see a who's who of Portland wrestling. It is literally a Mount Rushmore in this one match. Six-man tag with a dangerous special guest referee and maniac Matt Bourne. On one side, you'll get to see Rowdy Roddy Piper, the Playboy Buddy Rose, and Brett Sawyer, and they're taking on the team of Rip the Crippler Oliver, the Assassin Fidel Sierra, and Ed Wizakowski, who later became Colonel De Beers. So if you're a fan of Portland wrestling, those 7 guys right there are easily in the top 10 of the greatest stars in the history of the Pacific Northwest. And fans, don't forget, coming up after that, you have a big two-ring battle royal from the Mid-South Coliseum featuring all the top stars of the 1980s of Memphis wrestling. Again, fans, there's only one place to get it. It's right here, Classic All-Star Wrestling. Let's go to the ring.
This event, ladies and gentlemen, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing on my right, weighing in at 230 pounds from San Antonio, Texas, Dusty Woods. His opponent weighing in at 280 pounds from Korea, the Honorable Arman Hussein presents the Oriental Assassin, Kim Duck.
Well, here's the man you were telling me about. You're laughing already. That's a kendo stick that he has. He shouldn't even have it in the ring.
I'll tell you what, Steve, I told you earlier, this man is probably one of the greatest martial arts wrestlers of all time, baby. He knows them all. Karate, Kung Fu, Kendo, Aikido, Judo. He knows them all.
Now he goes through the ceremony that all the Oriental wrestlers go through. It's a ritual where they get these evil spirits out of the ring.
That's exactly what he does. I've known this man for years and years. He's probably one of the best wrestlers out of the Orient to come to the U.S.
Hey, he's taking on Dusty Woods. Dusty Woods backs off as he had Kim Duck onto the rope. Look at Duck move. Hey, this guy's a big man, 270 pounds.
I tell you, he can out-wrestle. Tell me one thing, Steve. Where is this Dusty guy from?
Dusty Woods now makes his home in San Antonio.
Another San Antonio wrestler like Manuel Villalobos, like whoever else is from here. They're not even worth it.
Well, there's a little hair pulling there by Kim Duck.
See that duck? Kim Duck is making duck soup out of this guy.
Kim Duck holds on to the left arm. Well, Madrill, I know that Kim Duck has been around. He's been in professional wrestling about 15 years. You've been in the Orient with him. You've seen him in other parts of the world. Very, very vicious.
That's very true.
Why do you think that Arman Hussein has gone out and brought him to Texas All-Star Wrestling?
You see, Arman Hussein is my type of man, only because I told Arman, you know what, I'm having a little bit of trouble with this fat porker Terminator. I said, can you help me out? And he said, Al, don't you remember when you and Big Voodoo were a team? And I said, oh, yeah. So he got a hold of Voodoo, and here he is. You know, I have to be honest with you, Steve. I had a little bit of a worry about the Terminator. But now that the Voodoo man is here, I have no problem.
And then Kim Duck, too, so that makes it a little more secure, I can tell. Oh, what a big chop there. Very skilled in all the martial arts. You know, all the Oriental wrestlers are that way. They learn all those from the small age where our kids learn to play softball, baseball, and football. They learn the martial art.
That's right. You know, Kim Duck doesn't speak too much English, but Arman Hussein, he speaks German, he speaks French, he speaks African, he speaks Chinese, he speaks all the languages. And I talked to Duck a little bit earlier, and he said that he was a little kid, about 5 years old, and he went to school, he learned the martial arts, and he hasn't stopped yet. And he's still learning. He said he's one of the masters for about 10 years, Steve. This man was all Asian champion.
Kim Duck choking as a referee is over talking to Arman Hussein.
Now, see, there you go again. That's a Japanese sleeper, and right away you call it a choke. What kind of man are you, Steve Stack?
Kim Duck reaches down, has the hair of Dusty Woods. Oh, there's that big back kick. They use the feet a lot.
That's right. He knows all these kicks, whether it's front kick or back kick or roundhouse. Kim Duck knows all of them. Now, you watch this. Here comes a good chop, I'm sure.
You've seen him in the ring before. It's bad enough when you're that big getting a chop, and then when you go up on that second rope and come diving down there with a chop.
Well, you know what?
There's the whistle. Now you see, when the whistle blows, I still say it's a signal.
What can I tell you? You know, I'll tell you what, these so-called big-time wrestlers here from San Antonio ain't so hot. You know, I mean, last week, this big Shawn Michaels made his big whoopie-doo debut here, and everybody went crazy. I didn't go crazy. He interferes in my match. Now, what kind of man is that?
Well, we're going to see Shawn Michaels a little later on. We're going to show him what you're talking about interference. Also, Voodoo Balumba's here today. Back into the ring, Dusty Woods burying that shoulder in to the midsection of Kim Duck. But Duck, you can see, come out of there very strong. Puts Dusty Woods in the corner. Oh, what a forearm.
And later on in this program, Steve, tell the fans who Big Al's going to wrestle, baby.
Big Al Madrill. Oh, what a flip from Dusty Woods. Wait a minute, Dusty Woods may have him. No,
Never happened, baby.
here comes Woods. There's the clothesline. Kim Duck caught him bouncing off that ropes. Now, Kim Duck, what's he going to do with him? He's going to whip him into the ropes again. Oh, what a
You
kick.
see that beautiful kick? That's all for Dusty. He's finished now. I know he is. I know it because
This is a knockout kick.
this is his favorite move.
There you go. That looked like it may have been karate to me. That was very close. There's a count. 1, 2, 3, and Kim Duck comes up with a victory here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Now, now he takes the stick. Now he takes the stick. The kendo stick he is using on Dusty Woods. The match is already over. I thought he used karate to win the match in the first place. Now the referee is asking for the bell again. He's reversing the decision. That's for punishing the wrestler after he already won. So it's going to be Dusty Woods the winner, even though he is getting beat up awful bad.
Yeah, Dusty Woods really looks like a winner to me, Steve.
There it is. Kim Duck continues to punish Dusty Woods. A reversal on a decision. Dusty the Woods, the winner on a disqualification.
We'll be ready to go with our next match here with the Giant Rebel coming up in just a moment. Jimmy Hart. Beating out Big Masked Assassin. World Tag Champions. Oh, that's big.
Greatest day of my life, but every day's a great night for Jimmy Hart. You know, look at this trophy here. Can you get a close-up of this trophy, baby? The World Tag Team Championship Trophy, CWA, baby. You know what? I've managed a lot of great wrestlers, and Jimmy Hart's 4 years in professional wrestling. Am I right or wrong, Russell?
You managed
You
a
know,
lot of wrestling.
but there's only one thing that's been able to sweat me. Y'all shut up so you can listen to me. That's over there. But, you know, the one thing that's always eluded me, sure, when Nick Botwinkle, the world champion, came in, I did represent him. I did a great job, if I may say so myself.
Sure you
Ric Flair came in, I represented Ric Flair. But this today is my opportunity, I hope before the show is over, Will, to sign the World Tag Team Champions to a contract. The greatest team in the history of professional wrestling, the Assassin, the World Tag Team Champions. I'm just excited as I can be. Come on, Assassin. Come on, baby.
Okay, Jimmy Hart with brand new talent takes that huge trophy and those rather large Masked Assassin
to the Portland ring, and these fans are frantic tonight. Don Owen, here's Don Owen. If you can hear him. A standing ovation. Don Owen waiting for them to.
If I may
Oh,
have your
man.
attention for a moment, I'll just explain why the change in the card. Now, this has been turned into a three-sided team match for an obvious reason. Roddy Piper last week nearly lost his whole thumb. He tore it darn near completely off, and had to have surgery on there with have 35 stitches in his thumb. Now, he was ordered by the doctor in New York to absolutely not to wrestle for the next 6 or 8 weeks. But Roddy Piper says, I don't care how much it hurts or anything, but I'm not going to disappoint those people out there in the Northwest, my hometown, and I will be here. Now, it is obvious that Roddy Piper is not his handicap with his thumb like it is, and knowing the type of guys he had to be in with, he asked to make this a three-sided team match and put Hack Sawyer in there so they could see that his hand wasn't stomped or these guys deliberately take him up because he might still lose the whole thumb. It's a serious thing, but he's going to be in here and do his darndest. And I have to give him credit. Roddy Piper has a lot of guts, and there are not many guys would do that.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with his hand. I think he's got something in there, and I think he's planning on trying to use it. There ain't nothing wrong with his hand, but there will be when we finish tonight, boy.
This will be 2 out of 3 falls. The TV time limit.
Well, let's not go here. They didn't even let Howard on.
Is on.
Finish his announcement. All 6 wrestlers in action at one time. Bob Owens still in the ring. And now, Buddy Rose rams Oliver and Wiskowski's head together. And these fans are frantic here on St. Patrick's Day here at the Portland Sports Arena.
Can you believe this, Stan? Look at these people. They're romping, they're standing, they're cheering, they're going crazy. They're helping, they're counting for the referee. Referee, of course, is Matt Bourne.
And what a courageous gesture on the part of Roddy Piper, who had his thumb almost torn off in a match in Los Angeles last week against Tony Rocco. They had to perform surgery twice on that thumb that was almost severed, was almost taken off. He was fortunate they could save his thumb. And here, 5 days later, he's back in the ring wrestling because he says he will not let the people in the Pacific Northwest down. He says, I don't care about the pain. I don't care about the energy. I will fulfill my obligation no matter what. Hats off to Roddy Piper.
Takes a lot of courage. Look at that now. They've got him right. They've got him.
Oh, I hope they don't go after that arm.
Look at
that hand.
3 of them.
Oh, he's trying to hit with that hand.
He's taking all 3 of them.
Talk about a courageous man. Roddy Piper. With major surgery on that right hand. And right.
Oh, you know that's got to hurt. That has got to hurt. He just came up and gouged him right in the eye. Look at this.
Kneeling on the assassin, and the assassin goes flat down on his back. And Roddy Piper now challenging the assassin to get up.
We just laid one on Rip Oliver, too.
Legal tag. Hacksaw Sawyer in the ring now. Double elbow on the assassin. Oh, excitement galore here tonight. Matt Bourne, 2 count on the assassin. Hacksaw, flying mare. Drops a knee on the assassin's chest. Now Buddy Rose in the ring. Hacksaw Sawyer and Buddy Rose.
Into the rope.
And down goes the assassin. And we could have a fall. Oh, no.
Oliver came in, broke that one up. Look at this. You talk about courage.
And now Roddy Piper.
You talk about...
Oh, an atomic drop on the assassin. Going for the pin.
No, Oliver came in again.
Matt Bourne trying to pull a fast count. Oh, and drops the assassin. Head first into the mat. And we have a fall. Roddy Piper over the assassin. Piper and all. And listen to this crowd. Roddy Piper, Hacksaw Sawyer, and Playboy Buddy Rose take the first fall to the dismay of the clan. And look at this crowd. Excitement in the air galore.
I have a feeling.
Oh, boy.
I have a feeling you may be talking with Piper very shortly here, Stan. What a move. You talk about courage and class. Piper has got
class A1 all the way. Class personified. Roddy Piper.
The clan's still trying to figure out what hit him in there.
Holy cow.
Oh,
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
that's right.
Thank you, Roddy Piper.
Yeah, it took a Scotsman to lay one on them on St. Patty's night. We'll be right back with something very special right after this.
Well, fans, there it was. Huge six-man tag team match. You got to see Tiger Chung Lee pick up a big victory against Dusty Woods, and now we go to another great Battle Royal. But this week, it's a two-ring Battle Royal inside the sold-out 10,000-seat capacity Mid-South Coliseum. You're going to get to see a lot of the top stars. This is from 1983, 1984. Rick Rude, Jerry the King Lawler, Dutch Mantell, King Kong Bundy, a whole lot of guys. Things are going to get heated up in this, but I'll let you figure that out for yourself in this great main event. Fans, next week, don't forget, a lot of great more action coming up. All the top stars, the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. You'll get to see the eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant, against Baron von Raschke next week. All that and more.
Well, it's underway. The big Slam-a-Bama-Rama for $10,000. Over 20 wrestlers in the action right now, and everybody going for it. Each man will get a triple chance to be the champion and win the $10,000. It will be paid out on the spot. $100 bills. And there goes the first elimination from ring one. First elimination out of ring one, Keith Robertson. Quickly followed by the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Dutch Mantell eliminates himself as he goes after Savage. There will be 100 different calls and battles. As there's, Mark Batten of the New Generation fired over. Dusty Woods nailed into ring two. Johnny Wilhoit, the other half of the New Generation, fires into ring two. We'll eliminate it to one man left in ring one in ring two. An over the top rope elimination. Boy, Randy, this is some kind of action going on in there.
I'm telling you, Lance, unbelievable two-ring triple threat battle royal. There goes Ron Sexton, eliminated in ring two. Ron Sexton to ring two. The action continues as Lanny Poffo eliminated and Tommy Rich is also eliminated. Look at this action. Eddie Gilbert eliminated from the Battle Royal. Johnny Wilhoit. There goes the animal. 10,000 big ones at stake for this Battle Royal. As our cameras try to keep up with all this exciting action. It's down to Rick Rude, Mr. Ito, and Pork Chop Cash. There goes Pork Chop Cash eliminated. Rude and Ito eliminated. There goes Ito. Rick Rude, the winner of ring one. Rick Rude, winner of ring one. Back in ring two, the action continues as John King has been eliminated. John King eliminated. There goes one of the Hollywood Blondes, Keith Robertson. Lawler and Dutch working on Savage. Spoiler dumped out. Batten eliminated and Randy Savage. Rick Rude all alone as he wins ring one as the action continues in the second ring. Dutch Mantell eliminated. Lanny Poffo also eliminated. Neidhart's been eliminated. There goes the Nightmare. Ring two now. Lawler, Ron Sexton, one of the Hollywood Blondes. Sexton eliminated. Ron Sexton. Torres. And there goes the Hollywood Blonde. And Rude turns him over.
Calhoun and Lawler bumped heads, and Rude had him covered, but the referee, Jerry Calhoun, still down.
Rude's over trying to help up the referee.
Look out, Lawler. Whoa, a ball of fire.
He got him, Lance. 7.